Hello and welcome to Wrestling and welcome to the Raw replay for the episode on December 16th. I always get the date wrong. I got it wrong on last week, so hopefully that's correct. No, December 17th. Told you I always get it wrong. I know it's super late this week's episode, but obviously we're getting into the festive period. I've been away in Manchester, and as you can see, I'm on my own this week. Adam is away on holiday for Christmas. He's gone to Iceland, the lucky bugger. Wish I was there. So I'm doing the next sort of batch of episodes on my own. I hope that's okay. But we're going to get on with it and we're going to do this Raw replay right here. And it was a big one because Vince McMahon arrived to Monday Night Raw to shake things up. That was the tagline on the advertisements for the episode. And then he introduces Steph and Shane and Triple H. So the full McMahon family, not the full McMahon family, obviously, but, the main McMahon family in terms of the wrestling are here on Monday Night Raw. And they say that they have listened to the fans and that we are the authority now. The crowd are the authority. So if I'm the authority, I want the uni title on Braun and... yeah, that's the main thing. Let's get that going. But actually, they kind of alluded to loads of things. So things that Corbin's been criticised for were clearly things that Vince has been criticised for. And they were kind of doing that kayfabe-wise onto Baron Corbin to take the flak for it. But what I don't understand exactly with this whole McMahon family coming in, they're saying things are changing and stuff. And they say... there's going to be new opportunities for new talent coming up from NXT, and there's going to be new match types and stuff like that. But the thing is, that's all well and good, and we've had NXT call-ups, obviously, over the last, over the years since NXT's been a thing. And who's really done anything? I mean, I know Bayley and Sasha and Charlotte and those guys, yeah, they've come up through, and obviously Roman and the likes of that, but... in recent years, in the 2 years that I've been watching it, Shinsuke Nakamura's come up. Yeah, he's won the Royal Rumble. What else has he done? Bobby Roode's come up. They've pretty much killed him. They've put him in a tag team now, which, fair enough, he's having a little bit of success with that, but really? Who else? AOP have come up, and really, they've been a bit of a joke. Revival have come up. They've, it's been... rubbish. So it's all well and good promising us, new superstars from NXT. You've got to do the right stuff with them. That's where, I'm going to take most of my interest in what they're saying. One thing that they have done and they have implemented is there is no statutory rematch requirement after a title loss. So if a superstar loses their title on pay-per-view, they don't have an automatic rematch. That's cool. I like that because that means we're not knowing exactly what's happening in the upcoming episodes. It can be something fresh. They can throw a new superstar straight into a storyline maybe. I like that. Anyway, so Baron Corbin comes out to confront the McMahons, and not confront, but he kind of asks for another chance, and they give him a chance. Another shot to get the GM role. But they twist the rules just how he's been doing on him. And it's basically a repeat of what happened at TLC minus Braun Strowman. And he gets a massive beat down on everyone because the McMahons keep coming out and changing the rules midway through the match. So yeah, he loses. Then we get Finn versus Dolph. Seems that Finn hurts his hamstring early on, but I don't know if it's kayfabe or not this. But yeah, he's sort of hobbling about a bit. Dolph hits all his moves, but Finn kicks out of everything. By this point, Drew had already come down, and Dolph kicks him off the ring edge. Finn does his flying thing over the top rope onto Drew. Drew eventually ruins the match, though, and he hits both of the competitors with a Claymore kick. So this is kind of taking on a triple threat angle. Not sure it's exactly where I want Drew to be, but, it's something for everyone to be doing. Dean walks out with his gas mask gang again. They're back, his little crew of gas mask men. Renee says he looks good holding on to that title. All right, Renee, steady on. Getting the hots for her husband mid-broadcast. Then Corey asks about the celebration that they had, and Renee says, "You think I want to tell you about that? That's something, between a man and his wife." So, interesting little bit of discussion from the commentators. Dean says everything he predicted has come to pass. He wants Seth to come out and tell him that he was right. Doesn't come out, so he opens a challenge up, and Tyler Breeze accepts the open challenge. Now, this was really weird. Tyler Breeze gets loads of offense in. So not what I was expecting. I thought Dean would just squash him, but no, he gets loads of offense in. He has Dean on the ropes. But out of nowhere, Dean hits the dirty deeds, and he wins the match. After the match, he slags off Seth, and then we get "Burn It Down." But where is Seth? He's nowhere to be seen. Turns out he had a gas mask on. He came out as one of the gas mask men, and he does a little sneak attack on Dean. This was pretty cool. Shane tells Charlie that lots of new faces and opportunities for guys in the new era. Like I said earlier, there's going to be new match types and blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. The proof's in the pudding with this one, WWE. We'll see what you come up with. AOP say they want a rematch, but Shane books a 4-way title contendership tag team match instead of giving them a standard sort of rematch. As I said, they're not doing that anymore. Revival win that match, which is good. We want Revival moving up and giving more of a prominent spot. But it's weird that AOP have sort of been put to the back, because let's be honest, their title reign was rubbish, but that's WWE's fault. They should have just had them as monster heels, as it's so easy. They run so many trailers for NXT talent that are on their way. I can't remember now. I should have noted it down, but there was lots. Obviously, Lars is on his way. There was a few others on there as well. Lashley comes out and he does all of his stupid poses. Corey says this is when Lashley's doing the thing where he bends over and shows you his ass. Corey says he was playing "While My Buttocks Gently Weep," which cracks Michael Cole up. He loses it for about 5 minutes. It was quite funny, to be fair. Elias smashes a guitar over Lashley. Seth says he screwed up. Corbin shows up and he tells Seth that he's to blame for him losing the GM role. This was a backstage segment with Charlie, I think. So yeah, Corbin's blaming Seth all of a sudden. Next out is Ronda. She issues a open challenge, which Steph comes out with all of the women's roster on Raw. She says, that's not how we're doing things anymore. You know, all these women want to take you on for that title. So she says, we're going to have a women's gauntlet match, and this takes up the rest of the show. And it was all right, actually. I quite enjoyed it. So it starts off Bayley and Alicia Fox. Bayley knocks off Foxy, and then Dana Brooks comes down and she knocks her off as well. Then it's Mickie James, and she's just a little bit too much for Bayley, because Bayley, she's been through 2 superstars and they have her, and she sort of valiantly tries to get through Mickie, but it's too much for her anyway. So Ember then comes down and Mickie tries to stop her as she's coming into the ring, but eventually Ember Moon, she hits the Eclipse and she beats Mickie. Renee asks Corey at one point, don't you follow Natty on Twitter? And he just goes, nope. It made me laugh. I thought it was really funny, just the way he just went, nope. Natty gets Ember with a roll-up, which I was shocked at. I thought Ember was gonna win this thing. So enter Ruby Riott, and this is a little bit of storytelling, hangover from TLC and the sort of last feud that they've just had together. And Natty manages to get the win over Ruby Riott again. So Sasha comes down. She hits a wonderful DDT. And Natty hits that spinning clothesline that she does, or lariat, I guess it is. And Sasha bumps like a maniac. We've said it so many times on this show. My God, she can sell, that girl. She's so good. Natty locks in the sharpshooter. Sasha manages to throw her off into the turnbuckle, which I thought was quite a good use of sort of a reversal. Natty launches Sasha off a German suplex, and again, Sasha bumping like a crazy person. She folds herself in half. It looks mental. We get another sharpshooter, and Sasha taps. So Natalya will face Ronda Rousey in next week's championship match on Raw. So I guess they weren't lying. They're going to give us some new stuff. But this was a little bit obvious, I guess, because they were teasing the whole Natty facing Ronda thing before. And that's when Ruby Riott and the Riott Squad sort of destroyed Natty. After the match, Natty kisses Sasha on the head. And then Ronda heads down and she congratulates Natty. So, an interesting start to this new era for Raw. It wasn't anything particularly amazing. Yeah, it was a little bit better, a little bit interesting, a little bit more interest to it. But I think it's going to be something that develops over the weeks. And it'll be interesting to see if they do implement this new era stuff. And it is a better era than we have been used to recently. So this week's Raw rating for me, I'm going to go 6 out of 10. It was okay. It was hyped up to be more than I think it ended up being. But not a bad episode in any respect. So that is the Raw replay for December 17th. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe. And I'm sorry it's a little bit late. I'll try and get on these a little bit earlier. We need to get back on track with these episodes. And yeah, we'll see you for the SmackDown synopsis.